So hey there guys, I'm back with another video, and the last two I've done have been quite serious ones, which I'm going to continue doing, but I thought today I just had a little idea where I talk about some things that have happened to me in my life that are a little bit embarrassing, shall we say, or maybe not just embarrassing, but just a little bit strange and stuff you didn't know. So I'm going to keep with the whole not editing, just chatting to the camera, and as my last two videos have contained beer, I mean, I'm in Spain and it's kind of a thing that seems to be happening. As some people do vlogs or videos with cups of tea or cups of coffee, and then I guess I'm doing it with beer because I'm in Spain. You have to excuse my choice of beer today because the shop was quite limited and I could only buy a litre bottle of this, which it isn't great, but it's pretty much all the shop had, so it will have to do really, and it's probably going to be quite fizzy. Now, I thought after hiking up this mountain it would have been shaken up, but maybe that just shows you how bad it is. Yeah, it's not great. So I'm up on the same mountain as always, but it's just an awesome view in the background. We've got the sun setting, so you may not be able to see me that well because of the whole silhouette situation. I don't really know. But I'm just going to crack on with the video anyway while I've got the sunset in the background. I mean, there's worse places to do a video, right? So my first one, these aren't in any order or anything like that, and I can't really remember the age of them, so I have to excuse that, but I'm just going to tell you about some of them. So the first off would have to be my youngest one from memory, which was falling over in the bath, well, so falling over in the shower, but it was in a bath, and I smacked my tooth on the side of the bath, and I damaged the tooth quite badly, and that caused quite a few problems in life, which then later led to having an operation and having 4 teeth taken out, leaving just one adult tooth in the middle and then 4 ones missing. So for a while my nickname was Big Tooth, and at the time there was this sort of kids program on, I mean this was in primary school, but at the time for younger people there was a show called Big Cook Little Cook about this cook, and he had a little miniature one that sat on his shoulder and they cook stuff. So when my sort of next tooth started growing through, I had one big tooth and one little tooth. So as you can imagine, the nickname kind of followed Big Tooth, Little Tooth. So that was my nickname for a while. I didn't really mind it. Nicknames, even if they're offensive, never really seemed to bother me. I just found it quite funny. Like, it was like, people even went along with the song. It's like Big Tooth, Little Tooth. So yeah, that was that. Which then leads me on to my next, sort of, maybe something I was meant to get in trouble for, but I didn't actually do it. So not long after this, bearing in mind I had 2 teeth, well I had more, but only 2 at the front, yeah? So I got accused of biting this girl. She went in, told the teacher that I just bit her randomly on the arm. So without the teacher actually checking her arm to see if she had been bitten, he called me in, he's like, Alex, apparently you've bit this girl. And I was like, really? What, with 2 teeth? I mean, that's probably not what I said, I was quite young, I probably was upset. And I was like, wait a minute, shall we bring her in? Yeah, she had bite marks on her arm, but like there was a whole, like, you could see the bite marks of all the teeth, and I was like, if that was mine, there would just be like 2 bite marks. So yeah, somebody tried to get me in trouble for biting them when I clearly didn't. I don't know how I remember that, but that happened. Then one of my next sort of instance would have been breaking my arm. I did it in a really cool way. I was I was on a scooter, went over a speed bump, fell off the scooter, broke my arm. Like just this one, like just right here. It wasn't like a proper break, it was just a fracture. It wasn't like falling off or anything, but it was still pretty painful. My dad didn't really think I broke it, so he just put me in a sling, and that was it. And then like maybe the next day when I was still moaning, we went to the hospital and it's like, oh yeah, it is broken. So that was that. What else have we got? Then in junior school, high school, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from, playing a little game called Manhunt, sort of Touch or whatever you want to call it, and I'm running around this corner outside, run straight into one of the other people on the opposite team, smash my head straight into them, still got a scar there, you probably can't see it, caused a lot of blood, caused a lot of, like, the whole school went like a little bit crazy for about 30 minutes, because it was at a school and it was a child that was injured with a head injury. About 20 ambulances, no not 20, there was 3 of the rapid response ambulances and 2 of the normal ambulances. So 5 ambulances turned up to school, went to the hospital, had some like super glue put on it basically, and then went off home and then went to school the next day to show off a bad man scar, pretending I'd been in some fight, even though everyone in the school knew exactly what happened. I'm just trying to have a little I didn't really plan this video. There's just been a lot of sort of similar things like that that's been easy to remember, but now I've kind of come to a halt on ideas. Not that I've drank any beer, I've just been rambling for about 5 minutes. The sunset is looking pretty good now. I can't really think of any more. Like, I thought I had more than that, but my mind's gone blank. Oh, there was another one. Just remembered another one that I was meant to mention. So back in primary school. I get so confused with what they're all called now, because here in Spain they call them different things, what they call them back in the UK and what they call them in America. So like primary school age, coming to the end of primary school, going into the next level of education. So we've got these exams called SATs, I believe. Yes, SATs. So it was a maths test that we had to do, and I was just daydreaming a little bit. I was never the best at maths, so I was just kind of sitting in the middle somewhere. So just daydreaming away, and suddenly like I started writing my name, but I just got to Alex, that was it. And somebody said start, so I was like, oh, quickly turn the page, crack on with the test. Like, I was feeling like I did really well in the test, finished it a little bit early, sat there, just sort of sat and looked around, that was about it. Handed the test in. About 3 weeks later, when it all came back, the teacher was like, somebody in this class just wrote Alex, and there's 3 Alexes. And I was like, well, surely the other people, I was like, it can't be me, I must have put my whole name. But there was 3 other Alexes in the class, 2 of them being Alex R, and another one being an Alex H. And I just thought, like, you know, at least 2 of them must have put their names, so surely process of elimination. But the problem is that this test got the highest result in the class, which, for me being a middle of the range maths person, the teacher was a little bit confused at, which why he thought it was Alex H's, because Alex H was the best at maths in the class. But turns out it was actually mine, and I did the best in the class on the maths test, apart from putting my name. So yeah, that happened. But other than that, I think that's about it for embarrassing, weird, strange things that you might not have known about me. I've been chatting for 8 minutes now, so I guess it's just time to, you know, I'm not going to finish this whole one, maybe, I don't know. School tomorrow, so probably not, who knows. But I'm probably just going to watch the sunset go down, because it's looking like it's going to be a pretty nice one. I mean, I always find it a nice sunset when there's a bit of cloud coverage as well. It just adds a bit niceness, that's a nice word, niceness. It adds some nice depth to it. Being a photographer, I've got all the technical words like niceness. So this is a niceness sunset. So yeah, that's enough of me chatting on. I'm going to sit and watch the sunset. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm off exploring the castle tomorrow again. I know I've done it before, but I'm meeting a new friend. We're going to go and do the castle. She's a blogger, so she types everything up, takes photos. I'm going to go along, video everything, and probably take photos as well. And then I think we're planning something together on Friday. I'm not sure where we're going. Somewhere here. So that's about the plan, and I guess I'm going to vlog those 2. Not sure if it's going to be 2 separate vlogs, or maybe I'll just make it into one vlog for the 2 days. So that's it really. Cheers, and thanks for watching.